Hi, this is Kim from the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. I've got Mac on my right, TJ on my left, and I'm Kim. What I want to talk to you today about is the COVID lockdowns and the tolls that the lockdowns are creating on our society. We're seeing a lot of tolls on our society. We've got depression, we've got suicides rates are going up, we've got opioid overdoses, we've got alcoholism, we're seeing a lot of depression and problems with our teens and our children. All of those have been going up in the pandemic. So, and there's a lot of reasons for that. You know, our people have no money, they have no jobs, our kids have no school.
Christmas is coming.
Isolation, stuff like that. COVID is not only taking lives, but it's also taking all of this stuff away from us. It's taking our families away from us. Mm-hmm. It's taking our family values away from a lot of us. Mm-hmm. And the problem is our data on this is sparse. There's no real data being kept on it, maybe for a reason.
I think so.
You know, our governor here doesn't want data on all of this.
No.
Kept because she's keeping us in lockdown.
We only need to do what she says.
Right.
Well, my thoughts on this go in so many different directions. I mean, it goes from when this first kicked off, and I've had to have said it, I don't know how many times now in our videos. When this first kicked off, it was all about getting Trump. Now it's gone from getting Trump into control, populist control, to the point of payback, you know, and I do believe our fine and upstanding governor here in Michigan, since we must submit to that, I believe she's having her little hissy, and it's beyond to the point where now she's going to show us who's in charge.
My wife calls it her bitch fit.
You know, I'm telling you. You know, you could approach it from the whole thing of controlling the populace to the point of I'll show you who's in charge. How dare you stand up to me? I'll ramble.
Well, the last I might mention illegal order she gave that no one seems to want to stop her on. Came on the heels of a rally, a protest rally you and I did on what was called Stop the Steal. And we were out there, and of course people were not saying loving things about our fine governor, but bam. And after the first protest where people went to Lansing, which is our state capital, and protested, the comment was made, keep it up and it'll only last longer.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound about a health concern. That sounds like a how dare you go against me thing.
That's a power pull.
You know what? And that's kind of what you said it better than me.
That's a power. I will take the power. I will show you guys.
Yes.
And in regards to the lockdown, sorry to intrude here, but you know I'm thinking in terms of students, okay? And I do have firsthand knowledge of a couple here I will not identify, but this virtual school ain't working.
No.
Okay, and let me tell you something. For an A student, it'd be fine and dandy, but for the marginal student that struggles, this virtual nonsense ain't working.
Or for children with disabilities.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that for sure on that. But I'm talking. You have a C student. This virtual. It's as I like to start saying in my videos now, bovine excrement. Mm-hmm. Okay. This virtual ain't working for the C student who is in need of help to begin with by virtue of being the C student.
Right.
Okay. And it ain't working.
Right.
All right.
And they don't care that it isn't working.
I know. That's what blows my mind.
No, they don't care.
That's why.
Well, here's the thing is, we're continuing to pay the school systems the same amount of money, the same amount of everything, the same amount of taxes, even though they're not spending the same amount of money because the schools aren't open, so they're not paying the electric bills. They're not paying.
And we haven't even gotten into the psychological perspective of socialization and I'm telling you right now, without proper socialization, what kind of a civilization do you develop? Okay,
well, the lockdowns.
I'm just thinking out loud, people.
we're creating sociopaths is what we're creating.
Yeah.
You think about it. We're dissolving the family units very much on these lockdowns, which is sort of what the liberals want. Actually.
I'll be nitpicky here. I think we need to stop calling them liberals and start calling them what they are, which are Marxist and communist. That's what they are.
Which, by the way, according to the new standards, are perfectly fine individuals.
Yes. Despite their track record of murdering hundreds of millions of people.
That's what they do is they dissolve the family units. And
they have to.
And that's what they're doing.
There's strength in that.
By keeping grandma away, by keeping mom and dad and grandma from touch and hugging children.
Well, we don't sit around the table and hold court, essentially. Which what we're doing here. Mm-hmm. We're here, we're sharing our opinions. That's what they don't want. That's why they'll eventually kick us off YouTube.
Also, this latest lockdown in Michigan was set to expire last Wednesday, I want to say.
It was extended.
The 12th.
Okay, well, guess what? I knew it was...
Yeah, we all
I just knew... It was like... All right, for instance, we had a lockdown till the 12th. I knew the day after it was declared that it wasn't going to end the 12th. Everyone knew.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knew it wasn't ending the 12th. So we're all just going to pretend. We're all going to pretend that if we toe the line, then maybe on the 12th it won't be extended. When it was going to be extended the day it was issued.
Which by the argument for shutting down bars and restaurants is they spread COVID. Then we get told after they've been closed for 3 weeks, no one's eating inside, that the numbers are up, so we have to continue it.
Yeah. So why are we continuing something
that
didn't work?
The first lockdown didn't work, according to them.
So
let's do another one.
Something that didn't
Let's
work.
continue to do the wrong thing, because it's not about keeping anybody safe. It's not about anybody's health. It's about damn Marxists controlling us.
And the thing is that...
And you better start thinking about what you're going to do about that.
And as they have us sitting in their home, what are they feeding us on the TV sets?
Yeah.
They're feeding us constant media reports on COVID deaths.
Well, that's why you got to stop watching the media.
Yeah,
it
is your responsibility to just stop watching them.
Yeah, and the thing is,
encourage others to.
They're feeding you stuff on the media about Biden, about the new regime. They're feeding you all
Happy
this
days are
stuff.
here again. They're going to unite us by separating us.
You must accept it given the new guidelines.
And so what's this doing? It's causing more stress, more anxiety. The first lockdown, people thought, okay, there'll be an ending to this.
Well, they thought they were doing the right thing by trying to make everyone a little safe.
At the very beginning, back in spring.
Yeah.
I just, oh my God.
My first
I wanted to
came,
scream from the mountaintops.
As we said earlier, my first hint came when she said, do it, protest, keep protesting, it'll last longer. That told me it is not about the public health. It's about herd power.
Yeah. So, but people felt like, hey, if we do the right thing, we'll have a end to this. Well, this time people are realizing, hey, there isn't going to be an end to this. This is going to continue, which causes more stress, more anxiety. People are getting shorter.
What they're counting on is our morality, and people on the right tend to be moral.
Yeah.
They're not perfect by any stretch.
When you say moral, you mean law-abiding.
Law-abiding, moral. You think it's wrong to go out and put a cap in someone's derriere because they're disagree with you politically, but we're past.
You used my word, by the way.
We are past disagreeing. We are being told to comply, submit, obey, and that's not just a disagreement anymore.
So
that's why I said it's. I see it as going to the controlling the population.
Yeah.
It's another excuse or reason.
Vehicle.
Thank you. Vehicle for control.
Yeah. So people are losing their stress reserves, and people are getting more jumpy. That's the reason we're seeing people jumping all over people that won't wear masks. We're seeing
And they're even kind of assigning it to political demographics now. For instance, and what I mean by this is the mask wearers are Democrats and the non-mask wearers are Republicans. So if you see someone not wearing a mask, highly likely they're a Republican.
But how does that work? Since, according to Whitmer, a certain population in Wayne County has higher demographics of COVID than the Republicans.
They're saying
okay?
what at the end of the day, what they're saying is when you
people.
see someone not wearing a mask, they must be a Republican.
Yeah,
and a racist.
They
But
must be.
but yet, according to demographics, according to Whitmer, that's not true because Wayne County has the highest rate of COVID.
Yeah.
And they're saying it's the black population.
If you want to make it an economic thing, there might be an argument.
But anyway. So anyway, that's the reason why we've got some problems, as far as the COVID lockdowns. The lockdowns are actually creating more of a problem and more deaths
Yes.
than just the COVID.
And the masks are in fact spreading it.
Right. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching Michigan Conservative Roundtable.
Yep.
And
Be safe.
watch your six.
And don't tread on me.
Bye-bye.